hexagram gate gene key 9, the archetype that we call the mountaineer. From November 28th to December 2nd, more or less, this is the gate of focus. The hexagram in the I Ching is called the taming power of the small. This is the shadow of inertia. It's the city of invincibility, and the human pathway here is determination. In the wheel, we have heaven on the bottom as all these other gates. And in this specific case, we are going to have on the top wind. And looking at those two elemental energies, heaven over heaven would be hexagram 1, wind over wind would be hexagram 57. So looking at the 9, it has a combination of those two energies. The shadow of inertia is the unease of entropy. The gift of determination is intuitive freshness, and the city of invincibility is the clarity of beauty. Now we're looking at the wheel. So being in Sagittarius, we have the seeker, the philosopher, and the explorer, service to spirits or the intuitive pursuit of truth. We have the 9th house connecting to the 9th sign. It's about truth, it's about faraway travel, it's about expansion. We see the ruler of this is Jupiter. We're immutable fire. Sagittarius is the smoke that travels far and wide and rises to the heavens. In the wheel, we are in the quarter of mutation, where the purpose is fulfilled through transformation. All these gates have 2 yang lines on the bottom. We are in Scorpio, in Sagittarius, in Capricorn, and in Aquarius in this part of the wheel. And looking at the body graph, we're at the sacral center. It's about life force, sensuality, and creativity. It goes from the shadow of reaction to the gift of response and the city of flow. It's the gate of focus. And all these other gates, we have 9 different archetypes that are living in the sacral center, creating those generated channels in the body graph. And here we're looking at the harmonic gate. So that's the 52 in this case, connecting the sacral to the root. This is a design of determination and the channel of concentration. The ideal of your life is to use your power of concentration in the service of improving something that will make a difference in the world. So here we're looking at the mountaineer keywords, intent, details, and resolution. The mountain keywords, groundedness, focus, and service. So for the whole channel or the whole process, when we have stress and inertia, we're going to have rigidity. If you have this channel in the low frequency, it's rigidity. When you have details and focus, that's stability. Okay, let's focus on what's logical, on what's here, what's tangible. Let's focus on that. That's stability. And then when you have invincibility and stillness, that is infinity. Being invincible in the void forever. And here we have the programming partners. So 9 in Sagittarius, opposite on the wheel to 16 in Gemini. This is part also of the crossover planning, for example, where we have been for the last 400 years, right? So we are changing crosses in 2027. Everybody who's in human design know. And you can see that they are opposites in the wheel. Collective circuitry. So very different from individual circuitry. Individual circuitry is the pulse of life, is evolution, mutation. It's that individual melancholy too, when there's no movement. Here it's very different. So this is collective circuitry, and there are 2 circuits. And like I said before, we're in the logic circuit here, which we call the understanding circuit. So here we see the patterns, we discern if they are working or not, and we improve them so that we can walk into the future in a pattern that's more constructive than the pattern that we've used before. And in order to do that, we have to share with each other so that we know collectively where we're going. That's where this channel is taking us and what this circuit is about.